Okay, so good morning to you, welcome. This is Talking Really Uncut, and a subject that is very emotive for some people because this guy is obviously Tommy. He generates a lot of feeling in both directions, love and hate. Personally, I have no opinion whatsoever about it, about him or anything that he does. I know that he has generated a reputation over the years for certain actions that he's undertaken, and some members of society would find it extreme. Some people would agree with it. Some people would find it, as I know from comments left on various videos, such as Katie Hopkins. She's also one of those people in the world that's been labelled. And personally, I don't have any problem with Katie. I think she's ideal. She says what's the truth, and some people don't like the truth, unfortunately. So I'm not going to go down the route of committing to any sort of opinion. I'm going to leave the opinion to you. Obviously there will be some out there with extreme views. So if you do have extreme views about anything that's being shown, I suggest you carefully consider whether you want to post it here, because it is a case of I censor my comments, and if there's anything nasty, then they will get removed and you will be banned. That's not to say that we don't agree with freedom of speech, because I do. However, there is no need for extreme hate of anybody or anything. If you're one of those people, then you're probably in the wrong channel. You're the wrong place. There is no need in this world for hate. He is what he is. He does what he does, and he says what he says, and live and let live. And on the good side of it, he does do a lot of good work, and that's what I'm going to say on the matter. So this is all about the protests the weekend, and the fact that the police, the Met Police, were heavy-handed, and we'll show you the whole video. However, I'm reluctant to show you on YouTube, unfortunately, because of the censorship which we're trying to overcome. I think that I would be on a little bit dodgy ground putting the whole video up, so I'm not going to do that. Now, if you want to see the rest of it from now, then I would suggest that you pop over to my other channels, which you can find, and watch the rest of this video and the full episode from the event when Tommy was arrested, and it goes right way through from the very beginning, so you can see how it all happened. And to be perfectly blunt with you, this is I personally think that this is a complete setup. This is a Sadiq Khan controlled or government controlled arrest to shut him up and remove him from the streets. He was there basically with everybody else. He's a journalist and he was doing his job, journaling, is that a word? He was doing his job, and along with other mainstream, there was Sky, they were there. So we know at least one mainstream was there, and there were several others with their cameras and their videos. So there was other journalists, and he was there as a journalist. And of course he was approached by the police, and they came up to him and tried to accuse him of causing distress and alarm, which is their standard approach to be able to arrest somebody. It's part of the new laws they brought in. They can accuse you of causing alarm and distress, then it's a public order and they can arrest you for that. Obviously if anything comes of it, then that's probably not going to happen, but they can accuse you. They don't have to have evidence either. I mean, as far as I can see, this was not evidence based, and from the very little video that I've seen, and you can watch that on the other channels, yeah, it seemed like he was being picked on quite. And regardless of what you think of him personally, there is no need for somebody to be dragged away like that and pepper sprayed. Apparently he was pepper sprayed, his head was held back and he was sprayed directly in the eyes. And I've never had it, but I know it's painful. And of course he wasn't allowed to sort it out because his hands were behind his back in cuffs. And if you ever had it, I know it's very, very painful. And really, what you need to do is wash it out with water. But you know, if you haven't got your hands free, then you can't do that. And he was dragged away by, I don't know, 20, 30 coppers, and they were surrounding him. Of course, he hadn't actually done anything at all, to be perfectly blunt. Also on the video that you'll see is Lawrence Fox, another guy that's Marmite. People like him or they don't like him. Again, I have no opinion whatsoever of him, but he does make sense, and I should play that video on there as well. This is obviously, he's talking about the situation in London, he's talking about the arrest, and of course how this is all about control by Sadiq Khan. We know that's the Mayor of London, yeah, so that, and then we have another video which I can show you. I believe this is a lady called June, I'm sure it is, but she's talking about the same thing, Tommy and the arrest and everything else, and how this is basically 40 or 50 cowards who are surrounding him, pepper spraying him, etc., etc., just to shut him up. So yeah, it is. I mean, it's quite shocking that this is happening in the UK. Whilst protesting can happen, and nothing is done, and they can, as Lawrence will tell you, they can deface our historical monuments and deface it with whatever, you know, graffiti and flags and things, and nobody's arrested. But if it's somebody like Tommy, then they are, especially when they haven't done anything. You can see. Yeah, so what I'm going to say to you now is, obviously I can't really continue now. I have to go to the other platforms. That will be Rumble, BitChute, Odyssey, and places like that, where you can watch the rest of this video and see these very enlightening videos that have been recorded, and they're actually available on Twitter. Hello, apologies, but we can't show you any more, unfortunately, due to censorship reasons and the subject matter that we're talking about on this video. It means that we will probably get a strike, so we're not going to risk it. We're going to ask you, if you want to watch the rest of this video, to pop over to our Tube, Odyssey or BitChute, and you can find the whole thing over there. That's it from me. Have a good day.